DreAllDay.com.
Confidence, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dre Baldwin. Many know me as Dre All Day. I got my own website. It's called DreAllDay.com. I got my own books. They're on Amazon.com. Just look up my name. I got my own YouTube channel. It's WorkOnYourGA.me. I got my own Facebook page. It's called /WorkOnYourGame. I got my own Twitter. It's called Dre All Day. I got a Snapchat at Dre All Day. I got an Instagram at Dre Baldwin. So I got my own a lot of things. So I got my own company. It's called Work On Your Game Enterprises. Sometimes I add an F in there for emphasis. Can I do this more often? Yes, I can. Wait till y'all see what I do on Christmas Day. Now I'll put it out there. You like this series? That's what's up. You're gonna see a bunch of people on Periscope doing this series after I did it. So we talking confidence right now. Confidence building. Best way to gain confidence on and off the court is you must increase your belief. If you don't have any belief, what you do is borrow somebody else's belief. You can't borrow somebody else's belief. You think about the type of person you want to be and start acting as if you're that person right now. Act as if. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is not really faking it, because once you start doing something, it's real because you're doing it. You're just asking, learning plays for basketball hard. Well, it depends on what you define as hard. You have to go join a basketball team and then you'll know. Belief in what? And belief in whatever it is that you're doing. So if you want to be confident in writing books, you got to develop belief in writing books. If you have no belief in writing books because you've never done it before, think like a person who has written those books, or think like the person you want to become once you've written those books, and write as if you're that person. That's how you gain it, and then you have to actually go do something. You can't just think about it, you got to go do it. How do you develop self-worth and self-esteem? Same way that I just said. Self-worth, self-esteem, confidence, I see those all as similar things. So you have to develop some belief. If you don't have any, borrow it from somebody else. Act like that person would be. Act like the person you want to be 5 years from now. Imagine you were walking up to yourself, the 7 years from now you. What would you look like, walk like, talk like? What would people say about you? How would you conduct yourself? Start being that person. So if I act like LeBron, I'll become LeBron? No, I didn't say you'll become LeBron. It will increase your confidence because you're going to conduct yourself as if you were LeBron James. He wouldn't have a problem with confidence. LeBron James doesn't have a problem being confident on the basketball court. So if you're acting as if you're thinking the way he would be thinking, you won't have a problem being confident because you're not being you, you're being LeBron James. Is cockiness a thing? Yes, of course it's a thing. I'm fine. M. Williams says you're fine as shit. Well, thank you, M. Williams. I got to tell my mom that you said that. I think she'll be proud. Night Nerd said, be yourself. Yes, be yourself, but be the better version of yourself. We call it the Super You. I got a book on confidence. It's called the Super You. You can get it on Amazon. DreAllDay.com/Super You. How do I develop my confidence on the court against faster and more athletic competition? By playing against them so many times that it doesn't bother you that they're faster and more athletic. I'm on JV and his varsity player sent me an angry text for asking a question. What do I do? Who said you had to do something? What's the difference between confidence and cockiness? It's all in the eyes of the beholder. Really, I don't have a problem with somebody having a super high level of confidence. I don't call people cocky because I don't have a problem with high confidence. People who call you cocky are people who have a problem with a high level of confidence, which I don't. So I don't call anybody cocky. Do I ever try faking it? Yeah, of course. Fake it till you make it, whatever you want to call it. It's not really faking it, though, because once you're faking it, it's real. Because you're doing it. When you're doing something, it's real. You can't be faking. You can't fake playing as the best basketball player on the team. If I said, think like LeBron James, you go out and score 50, were you faking it? That 50 points was real. That really happened. How do you build an unstoppable drive? First of all, find something to drive you. You need to find a reason why that drives you to be unstoppable. So it's not like you just go pick it up out of the thin air and somebody hands it to you. You have to come up with a reason that motivates you to go do what you got to do to get what you want to get. Does confidence increase your ability even if you may not be that good? Absolutely it does, Coach Kev. Yes, it does. How do you not care about what people think of you? Just stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about what other people are thinking and just focus on what you need to get done, not what other people are doing. Find your gift and work it. Exactly. What drives me? Empowering as many people as possible. What's going on, Deep? Can you just live in your periscopes? Can I just leave my periscopes on so we can get you hearts when you're done? Yeah, maybe. I might do that. Does confidence increase a woman's interest in you? Of course it does. You already know the answer to that question. Dave Clay says, JV and varsity practice together, so I don't want to ruin team chemistry. By doing what? How would you ruin it? What do you think you would do to ruin team chemistry? Would I be consciously aware that you're faking it? Won't you be consciously aware? Well, it depends. It depends. That's all part of your mental makeup. If you believe it strong enough in whatever it is you're quote-unquote faking, then you're not even thinking about the fact that you're faking it. You're just getting it done. And if you do it enough, if you fake anything enough, your brain is going to start to accept it and believe that that's just the normal you. Listen, your mind does not know the difference between reality and imagination. So when you tell your brain something, it's going to believe that it's real. You understand? Your brain doesn't ever think I'm faking. Your brain is going to accept whatever you give it. So if you give your brain a strong enough directive, it's going to accept what you tell it, whether it's positive or negative. If you tell yourself negative things over and over and over again, you know where your confidence goes? down. There's a whole bunch of people you can find that are great examples of that. You tell yourself anything positive enough times, your confidence goes up, even if it's not even true when you say it. But if you say it enough, your brain will accept it and you'll start acting as if that person. That is absolute, that's scientific fact. It's been proven a million times over. Of course it's the truth. How do you keep yourself in a confident mentality all the time? I just told you. Tell yourself positive, uplifting things as many times as possible every single day with a strong emotion behind it. That is guaranteed to raise your confidence. It is a 1000% never fail method. Only time it fails is when people stop doing it or they stop believing in doing it and they do it half-heartedly. They don't do it at all. They start talking to themselves negatively. The confidence goes down. Then they're like, well, how do I get confidence? How do you not be nervous in games? Stop focusing on being nervous. Stop focusing on nerves and focus on being confident. So don't ask yourself, how do I avoid being nervous? Ask yourself, how do I gain being confident? The way that you word your questions are very important. The words that you use are super important to your brain. Do I believe in the law of attraction? Yes, I do. I think I just described it. Best motivation music. I got 25 vids on YouTube that I talk about my favorite music for working out. What I've gotten out of your scopes is that it's simple. Stop making it hard. Absolutely. Things are very simple. Listen, success in life, however you define success, usually is very simple. It's just us human beings. We had these huge brains. We had the biggest brains of any living being. And we make things complicated because we had the ability to reason, the ability to rationalize, the ability to explain things away. And we think so much that most of the time human beings think their way out of things. It's not that people don't have skills, not that people don't have opportunity. It's not that people don't have talent. It's just that people think their way out of being successful in a lot of things. You know what? I didn't even start the timer on this, so we're going to let it go 10 more minutes from here. I forgot to start the timer. So we're going to do 10 more minutes here talking confidence. As long as y'all keep coming with the questions. My name is Dre all day. My family knows me as Dre Baldwin. You can know me as that too. The title of my books, you're going to see Dre Baldwin. Ask, believe, and receive. Yeah, that's one of it. I mean, every action you take is an ask to the universe. How do you do the hearts to help you? Tap the screen with your finger. That's all you do. Tap the screen with your finger and the hearts come up. What if everyone else is better than you at ball and you need to work on your game and get better? If everybody's better than you, that means you haven't put in enough work. You can't think your way to being good. You got to go actually do the work. Varsity players mad at me for asking questions. What should I do to not ruin team chemistry? You don't have to do anything. Just play basketball. Just because he's mad at you don't mean team chemistry is ruined. What role does faith play for you? Faith and belief. Faith and belief I consider to be pretty much the same thing. So I already been talking about belief is the exact same thing for me. If one of your teammates got mad at you, that doesn't mean team chemistry is ruined. That just means they're mad at you. They'll get over it. What causes a lack of confidence? I just told you, people are giving themselves negative self-talk. And we are talking to ourselves at all times, all day. When you give yourself enough negative self-talk, your brain will eventually accept it and believe it. And that's exactly what is going to start. You're going to start getting the results of that negative self-talk. Whatever you say to yourself, your life is going to be a direct reflection of the way that you talk to yourself. So when you meet a person and you see how they are and you're wondering how they got to how they are, is a direct reflection of the conversation they have with themselves all day, every day. And each one of you is the exact same thing. Your life is a direct reflection of the conversation you have with yourself every single day. And that's your thoughts, that is your words, those are your actions. How do you have the confidence if you experience racism at school? Experiencing racism has nothing to do with you being confident. So if somebody doesn't like you because of your race, what does that have to do with your confidence? Nothing. That's just them not liking you. Them not liking you has nothing to do with you. All right? It doesn't mean you had to do anything. What somebody else thinks of you is not your business. That's what they say. I'm always nervous when I play against my friends, and I don't know why. Well, I don't know why either, so you should think about it and figure it out. What are some confidence books? The Super You by Dre Baldwin is one. Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins is another. Relentless by Tim Grover. The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone is another. Success Principles by Jack Canfield. What do I think about looking at sexy pics of women? What about it? Are men attracted to confident women even if the women are ugly? I tell you what, confidence solves a lot of problems. All right? Confidence can solve a lot of problems. All right, so you can't fix, well, if somebody looks a way that you don't like, I mean, they might not be able to fix that aside from plastic surgery, but you can change the way that you see yourself at any given time, for the good or for the bad. How can you have more confidence to show your skills to other players who think you are bad? What somebody else thinks has nothing to do with what you're doing. So other people thinking you're bad has nothing to do with you. Who said that you had to do anything about that? You got to get on the court and play. Whether they think you're the greatest of all time or they think you're the worst of all time, that has nothing to do with your ability to dribble, shoot, and pass. Can I say those books slower so I can write them down? Yes. The Super You. The author is me, Dre Baldwin. Awaken the Giant Within. The author is Tony Robbins. I'll give you one more. The Law of Success. The author is Napoleon Hill. Look up those 3 books. If you want more, go to my website, dreallday.com. Read my recommended reading list where I write all those out. If someone insults you first, do you insult them back? Well, it depends on the situation. Maybe, maybe not. Again, what somebody else thinks of you is not your business. Just because somebody else thinks something or says something does not mean you have to react in any way. Can your level of confidence change instantly, or is it built over time? No, it can change instantly. No, I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I don't watch movies. Am I a Christian? I don't identify with any particular religion. I do believe in a higher being, though. Vicky Torres, we talking about confidence right now. We talking about confidence, belief. We talking about acting as if. We talking about thinking your way into being more confident, and that actually is a thing. We talking about positive self-talk and negative self-talk and how that affects your self-image, which in turn affects your life and what you do. I can't wait to read your new book. Keep grinding, bro. Your content on YouTube. I appreciate that. Does meditation help for confidence? It can. Go do something and find out. Go do some meditation and find out. Sometimes people ask me, does such and such help me do such and such? And I say, why don't you just go do it and you can find out? Why are you asking me when you can just go find out? How do you teach a young athlete who puts the work in that it's okay to be aggressive and confident in a game? Maybe show them somebody doing it and tell them, hey, think like that person would think. How can people sense confidence? I mean, we're human beings. We just have a sixth sense for things like that. We can sniff out a confident person as soon as we see them. It's not something that's easy to explain in words. It's just something that we have as human beings. We can just sense things about people. Have you ever sensed something about somebody? There was no rhyme or reason to why you sensed it. You just sense this guy's not a good guy, or this girl is lying, or this guy's very confident, or this guy doesn't believe in himself, even though they didn't come out and say it, but you just sensed it. So we human beings, that's just part of our innate abilities to sense things. So ladies and gentlemen, we got 5 minutes left here. I'm talking confidence right now. Yeah, see, everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. Dogs can sense things. A dog can sense when you're afraid of it. A dog can sense when you're not afraid of it. They just senses. We just have those senses. It's hard to explain it in words. How do you stay confident when you're uncomfortable? Get comfortable. Think about somebody who wouldn't be uncomfortable in whatever situation you're uncomfortable in, and behave as if you're that person. If you could do it for 30 seconds at a time, eventually your subconscious mind is going to accept it and you're going to do it all day. Can I do another one after this? Yes, I can. Thank you for asking. Do I feel it's easier or harder to teach confidence to girls versus guys? I don't think there's any difference. You tell me, Coach Kev, since you're asking, you're obviously thinking about it. You tell me if it's easier or harder, or for which gender. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dre All Day. Many know me as Dre Baldwin. If you read one of my books, on the cover it's going to say Dre Baldwin. And right now we're talking about confidence. We're talking about belief and how that you think it's harder for girls. Okay, cool. Well, if that's your experience, I mean, you don't even have to say you think. You're going to just say based off my experience. Because if you say I think, then when somebody says I think, then I'm thinking that I think that they're just talking about something that they watch. But when you say based off my experience, now I know that you're actually doing something. So again, the way that you use your words are important, because when you say that to somebody, if you say I think, they might perceive that you don't even know what you're talking about. When you say based off my experience, they know you're doing something. What do I think is the most important skill for basketball? All of them. There's no one skill, every skill. When did I consistently become a confident person? Probably around the age of, let's say, around 18. Would I consider myself a cleaner? You mean from the book Relentless? I mean, I don't really care about that. What I would consider myself is not like I read the book and say, all right, I got to do this, this, and this today so I can fit the description in the book. I don't think the book is written for that purpose. It's just for the purpose of people being able to identify things that Tim Grover has seen has made leaders, made people be leaders and relentless, and how you can apply those things if you aren't already. What is my guideline or truth? I don't understand that question. When did I start playing basketball? I was 14 years old. That was the year 1996, since I was born in 1982. I'm now 33 years old. So I started playing ball when I was 14. I started playing pro when I was 23. So we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this one, ladies and gentlemen. We talking confidence, top confidence for relationships, confidence for business, confidence for sports, confidence for doing Periscope streams, confidence for doing YouTube videos. What grounds me as a person? I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. Nothing grounds me. I'm in the sky, baby. I'm on my way to the top. Do I have children? I do not have children. All right. People run out of questions here. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds here. We are talking confidence. We're talking belief. Did you get more girls when your confidence increased? Absolutely. Because when your confidence is high, you don't have a problem approaching a girl. A girl doesn't have a problem talking to you. People don't have a problem doing what you want them to do when you're confident about it, because the feeling that you put behind anything determines how it's going to happen. Because you can say the exact same thing to two different people. You say one confidently, one not confidently, you get completely different results. How do you be more confident or more brave around girls? Increase your confidence. Conduct yourself as if you were somebody who wouldn't have a problem talking to girls. How to have confidence if people hate you because of your skin color? Well, just because they hate you, what does that have to do with you? What somebody else thinks of you is not your business. What size is the t-shirt? Take confidence to wear a wife beater. Ha! I see what you did there. Alright, so we got a minute 29, ladies and gentlemen. How do you regain your confidence after not playing as well as you feel you should have? Get back on the court again. That's number one thing. Could visualization increase performance? Absolutely it does. It's been scientifically proven that it does. So all you got to do to find out if it's true is practice it and try it yourself. What if girls think you're too confident, you might come off as conceited, and that's not the girl for you. You're talking to the wrong girl. Go find a different girl. There are 7 or 8 billion people on the planet, half of them females. So if 5 girls don't like you, then guess what? You got a whole bunch more to go talk to. So you just haven't talked to enough people. Why is it insulting when someone dunks on you? Who said it was? I didn't hear that there was a law that said it had to be insulting. Can I boost my so's confidence? Exception from, I do not understand what that question is. You might have to reword that question. I think you might have a typo there. We got 42 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Why are men intimidated by successful women? Well, Alexis, they're not. It's just that you're talking to the wrong men. You got to find men who are not. There are men out there who are not intimidated by successful women. You're just talking to men who are. So you just got to find a new pocket of men to go talk to. Have you ever played against other YouTubers? Played what, like basketball? I played against a few. Nightwings, my guy. Jerron Mon, Kick Genius, Fomer Simpson. Who else is out there? I don't even know. Where they at, though? Who at? Where they at, though? Oh, Alexis, you just got to find where you hanging out at, Alexis. See, you looking for them, they looking for you, too. Where you hanging out at? Where you at? The places you hang out at, stop hanging out at those places. Do I like Shark Tank? Yes, I do. My favorite shark, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. Oh, you going to church? Hey, go to a new church. Listen, it's still faith. It's still the Bible. It's still the same book. Go to a different church. Go to some networking events. Go to places where the type of guy you want to meet would hang out at. So think of the type of guy you want to meet and go to where that guy would go. Think like he thinks and go where he would go, and you would find those people. Try some online dating. You can find the right guy. All right. Did I just wake up confident one day? No, I did not. All right, my timer just went off, ladies and gentlemen. We ending this one. Should I do another one? I'm going to ask y'all every time now because I don't know if I'm going to keep going. Should I do another Periscope stream? Where do I hang out? Networking events, volunteer places. I go where business owners go. I go to conferences and things like that. Those are the places that I go. Should I do another one? All right, I'm going to do another one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to come up with another. All right, you're invested, Dion B. That's what's up. All right, I'm going to come with another scope in a second. If you ain't following me, follow me. Please tap the screen for the heart. Share this on your feeds. Tell somebody something good. If you knew something good was going on, would you tell your friends? So tell your friends to come follow me on Periscope. We about to do another one. The marathon continues. TMC. Be right back. Dre all day. This video, I'm sure you were entertained. Make sure to stay connected with me on all your favorite social networks. Twitter and Periscope at Dre all day. Instagram, Dre Baldwin. Facebook /Work on Your Game. You can bookmark my YouTube channel by subscribing, of course. And the website is workonyourgame, that's .me, workonyourga.me. And of course, my homepage is my website, dreallday.com, so you can know exactly what I'm doing, exactly when I'm doing it, and how you might be able to be involved. Work on